Good evening. We are Pakistan. Pot 90. The Karachi nuclear power plant, Kanap, was commissioned in 1971 as Pakistan's first nuclear power station. With an installed capacity of 137 megawatt. Since then, four more nuclear power stations have been built in Pakistan, and more are planned. Well, Pakistan has connected its Chinese built nuclear power plant with the installed capacity of 1,100 megawatt to the national grid. The development makes a major new advancement in nuclear energy cooperation between Islamabad and Beijing. A spokesperson for the Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission PAEC, Shahid Riaz Khan, has confirmed that the newly built plant in the southern port of Karachi, in the southern part of Karachi city, in the southern port city of Karachi, went into operation late Thursday. For, for debates have generated such strong emotions as that on the merits of nuclear power, that nuclear power stations are expensive to build but relatively cheap to run. They also produce very low emissions of carbon dioxide. So, the nuclear power stations can produce clean energy, and in fact, they can get rid of the fuel expenses that we are facing right now. Let's talk about thermal electricity. Electricity is a flexible form of energy that can easily be converted to heat, light, or sound energy. Electricity generated by non renewable resources like oil, coal, gas, or nuclear fuel is called thermal electricity. Fossil fuels and nuclear power stations produce heat energy. It is used to turn water into steam, which is used to turn the turbines. Alternative energy resources are wind power, biomass, hydroelectric power, wave and tidal power, solar power, geothermal power, Earth's alternative sources of energy. Pakistan's energy crisis and alternative sources of energy. There is a rising need for alternative renewable resources of energy in Pakistan, since the country's progress and economic growth are closely linked to availability of power for industrial, agricultural, and domestic purposes. Pakistan is an energy deficient country and each year spends a large amount of its foreign exchange on importing oil to meet its energy requirements. Thus, the need to develop alternative energy resources has become emergency requirement for the country. The Oxford Dictionary defines alternative as farm sources as from sources that do not deplete natural resources or harm the environment. The alternative means from sources that do not deplete natural resources or harm the environment. Wind power is an example. The term alternative is used to contrast with the fossil fuels. The most widely used alternative energy sources are solar and wind power, which have potential for efficient utilization. Other sources of renewable energy include tidal, wave, biomass, and geothermal. Hydroelectric power, HEP. Hydroelectric power uses the force of flowing water to spin hydro turbines. From a hydro turbine, a shaft to spin by hydro turbine. From a hydro turbine, a shaft goes into the generator because the water has made the hydro turbine spin rapidly. This shaft spins rapidly inside a magnetic field in the generator, generating electricity.